CES is always a show about new TVs, big, beautiful screens everywhere you look. I just got back from seeing LG's new OLED lineup, and friends, there were a lot of those nice screens. I'm going to cover the whole lineup, starting from super premium and luxurious to more practical. Let's start with the brand new Signature OLED M. What does M stand for? No idea, but it's a hell of a TV. This is a giant 97-inch 4K OLED, but there's more to it than just that. See, all of LG's Signature TVs have a gimmick. One year it was a super thin wallpaper TV, the next it was that TV that could roll up and down into its base, and for the OLED M, it gets its video and audio wirelessly. There's a little base station that you can place anywhere within 30 feet, and it'll send your movies and TV shows and games to the TV wirelessly. Now, LG says it does everything. 4K at 120 Hz, it's G-Sync certified for gaming, it does all the Dolby Vision and Atmos stuff that you would expect, and they claim there are no real trade-offs going wireless. So with that box, you can plug in anything you want. Cable boxes, game consoles, 4K Blu-ray players, whatever. And on the top of the box is this little antenna thing that spins around. You want to point that towards the TV for the best possible wireless signal. My main question, of course, was latency. You would think there'd be some kind of sacrifice between going wired or wireless and losing that direct connection, but LG says they haven't measured any kind of gaming input lag, so we'll have to see what the actual numbers look like once this TV comes out later on this year. But I don't know who needs this kind of thing, but it's a really cool tech demo and shows where TVs are headed in the future. Now, we don't have a price yet for the OLED M, but it's a Signature OLED, so it's going to be very expensive. Not quite on the level of the $100,000 rollable TV, but very pricey. Stepping down from there, there's the Z3 8K TV. Yes, LG is still making 8K TVs, everybody. Why? I feel like we've been talking about this 8K content problem for 5 years now, maybe longer. The bandwidth isn't there, the content's not there, and none of that's changing really. But LG insists some people just want the very best TV they can buy. And technically, this is their flagship OLED. LG says the upscaling and picture processing are both better this year, but does that make it worth buying? Maybe, but definitely not for me. Okay, so with 8K out of the way, that brings us to the TVs that ordinary people can buy. So the G3 is this year's flagship. It's brighter than ever, stylish, super slim, there's no gap when it's mounted to a wall. It's a beautiful OLED, and LG says it's now 70% brighter than conventional OLED TVs. Last year's G2 was 30% brighter, and now it's 70%. So LG's trying to close the gap between OLED and very bright mini LEDs from TCL and Hisense and other brands, and it's getting closer for sure. One thing is LG's a bit cagey when comparing the G3 and G2. They won't say exactly how much brighter it is. Is it 40%? Less? They're only saying it's brighter, but I gotta tell you, OLED is pretty much great for most rooms now. Unless you're in a super bright environment, it's a good choice. But just like always, I think the LG OLED most people will buy is the C3. It's right in that sweet spot in the lineup at a more affordable price. It's got the same, more powerful chip as the G3, better processing, better upscaling, and better tone mapping. So if next season of House of the Dragon has one of those super dark episodes, you'll be okay. There are 4 full HDMI 2.1a ports, so you can plug an Xbox or PS5 into any of them and be all set. There are built-in mics for voice commands, and it seems like LG's heard our complaints about webOS. It's gotten cleaned up quite a bit. The home screen is now 2 pages, not some long list of random crap like it was last year. There are these new quick cards, folders basically, for categories like gaming, productivity, sports, and music, and so on. But what I'm most excited about is the customizable quick settings menu. Now you can put whatever you want over there on the side for faster access when you're watching a movie or playing a game. Having that option to customize the quick settings menu just makes the TV feel more personalized. Speaking of personalizing things, let's talk about picture modes. This year, LG's trying something totally new. Normally when you buy a TV, your friends will tell you to put it on movie or cinema mode for the best color, most accurate picture and white balance, and so on. But LG's throwing all that out the window, and now you can go through what's called Picture Wizard. LG shows you 6 screens of multiple images, and you choose the 2 you like most on each screen. Once you're done, the TV formulates a picture mode based on those preferences. Turns out AI plays a huge role in this because LG samples millions of different images in finding the right ones for the test. Now, your personalized picture mode shows up right alongside standard and cinema and all the rest, and you can switch back and forth all you want. I think it's just a cool way of trying something different and new in a TV software. All TVs are very good now, so these little software tricks and new approaches really stand out. Hey everybody, thank you so much for watching. We're just getting started here at CES 2023. It feels great to be back in Las Vegas. So for all the latest news on smart home and cars and laptops and TVs, of course, stay tuned to The Verge.